My name is Elijah O'Connor, and today we'll be talking about supporting students facing exceptional challenges. These challenges can be personal, social, or emotional challenges. As a teacher, it is important to be aware of at-risk students in your classroom. At-risk students are more likely to drop out of high school before graduation and face difficulty supporting a family. Teachers and other school staff are an important system of emotional support for these students. Furthermore, teachers and administrators can redirect students and their families to local agencies that help to provide basic necessities for families who cannot meet these needs on their own. Students who are at risk typically face challenges at home. Some of these challenges include limited income and resources, parents experiencing personal crises, using ineffective parenting strategies, or having serious mental illness or substance abuse, or parental abuse and neglect. Students who are in these difficult family situations will have a much more challenging time balancing school along with their daily lives, and may have needs that are not being met at home. Fortunately, many students overcome these difficulties and succeed despite them. These are called resilient students. Resilient students are typically easygoing, likable, and persistent workers. Teachers can help to foster resilience in students by showing the students authentic affection and respect. One group of at-risk students are students who are homeless. Many homeless students have significant physical and mental damage that can create problems in the classroom and disrupt the students' learning. In addition, students do not have a large network or resources, making helping with difficult concepts challenging. Some strategies for supporting these homeless students are: pair students with classmates who will explain school procedures and introduce the students to others. Provide a portable desk, such as a clipboard or notebook, on which a student can do homework outside of school. Find adult or teenage volunteers to help tutor the student in subjects that are difficult for them. And meet with the student's parents at their temporary residence, such as a homeless shelter. Using such strategies can be helpful to the student, but it is important to remember the students and their families will likely feel embarrassed about their homelessness. So it is crucial to show a high level of respect and privacy for these students and their families. Another group of students at risk are students with social challenges that aren't necessarily related to family conditions. Social outcasts are at risk of dropping out or underperforming in school because of lack of peer support and positive social engagements. Supporting socially outcast students can be difficult, but it is important to emotionally support these students and give them your respect. Almost all teachers should be able to empathize with these students, as they have likely been in a similar situation themselves at some point in their lives. Being proactive and speaking against bullying, as well as attempting to network students who are social outcasts, are both other ways you can help. Another group of students with possible learning and social difficulties are those with emotional or behavioral disorders. These challenges don't necessarily stem from difficulties within the household, but that does not mean that the students aren't at risk. Students with these difficulties can show externalizing or internalizing behaviors. These behaviors can be inhibiting on learning if not handled properly. Behaviorally challenged students can face many social situations in a school environment. Many of these situations are challenging for these students. As a teacher, managing a classroom and supporting students can both be more challenging with students with behavioral disabilities. Some approaches to working with behaviorally challenged students are to communicate genuine interest in the student's well-being, explicitly teach social skills, be consistent with scheduling, especially weekly scheduling, make activities relevant to the interests of the students, communicate the need for proper behavior in the classroom constantly, and be patient with student improvement. Improvement won't happen overnight, so don't expect it to. The final group of students are those with emotional disabilities, especially those with severe anxiety and depression. School staff need to be alert for students who are experiencing these challenges, as they can be severely debilitating for some and cause significant decrease in school performance for the student. It is especially important for teachers to be aware of students who may be suicidal. Some signs of possible suicide are social withdrawal, disregard for personal appearance and hygiene, dramatic personality changes, threats of suicide, and sudden interest in death and morbidity. Teachers should connect students who are showing these signs to a school counselor or psychologist immediately. Teachers have the influence and position to positively affect students who are at risk for dropping out. The key is to intervene early and often to help these students before they drop out of school. These students can show signs of dropping out as early as elementary school. Early and effective teacher intervention and support can help to reduce the amount of students dropping out of school.